Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is the 26-week update. I'm just gonna go right into it. So the Ovia app that I use, this is what it says for 26 weeks pregnant. It says that Winnie is now about the size of a bowling pin. Winnie's immune system is still piggybacking off yours as she gears up for birth, and she is putting on a lot of fat to keep her cozy and warm for when she has to start regulating her own temperature. You could experience some contractions as your uterus prepares your body to give birth. Her eyes that have been sealed for months are finally starting to open, and she will be more responsive to light. So if she sees light, she might kick up a storm when she sees it. It says Winnie is now over 14 inches tall and weighs more than 2 pounds. So she's getting pretty big. How's mom? So for me, it says at 26 weeks, that obviously 26 weeks is close to the end of the second trimester. After 27 weeks is when you're in your third trimester. So at the end of the second one here, it says you'll gain a hefty sum of weight in the coming weeks, approximately 11 or so more pounds before you give birth. See, it says many women experience restless leg syndrome during their third trimester, and you will also start to experience more difficulty sleeping as a result of hormones and the physical obstruction that your belly now presents. And then talks about Braxton Hicks contractions and that they're going to continue, or if you might start getting them. So it just talks about that, and that's basically all the app says at 26 weeks pregnant. Not too much different. Now, how I match up to that, Winnie kicks like crazy now, and Ryan finally got to both see it, like look at my belly and you can like see the movements on my belly, but he also got to feel it with his hand this week. So that's how strong she's getting. He can finally feel it, and she does it a lot at night, and sometimes so hard that like I swear if I was standing up, if she kicked that way, like I would move. She just seems like she's really strong. But other than that, I had just recently, like the last couple of days, had some trouble sleeping. But I've also, it's like allergy season here in Kentucky, and Kentucky is like the worst place for allergies. So I've had a hard time with that, like a really hard time with the allergies. So I don't know if it was pregnancy or if it was the allergy stuff. But I have had that. The other day, I don't think I've had any Braxton Hicks contractions. I thought I had one the other night in the middle of the night. It was like the sharp shooting pain, like right below my belly button. And I seriously thought I was gonna die. Like, it was terrible. It only lasted like 5 minutes or so, but it was so terrible. But that only happened once. And so then when I looked up Braxton Hicks contractions, people, the way that people just were describing them was not the way this felt for me the other day. People were describing the Braxton Hicks contractions as like a tightening more so than a sharp pain. So I don't think I've had any contractions yet, Braxton Hicks contractions. So maybe I'll start getting those in the next 2 weeks before I do my next update. But whatever that thing was that I experienced the other night, I don't want to experience it anymore if I can, because it's terrible. Let's see, but besides that, nothing really that new, just my big old belly, and I have been having a harder time breathing, but that's because of the allergies. Now, I'm going to talk about my last doctor appointment that I had, because at my 24-week update, the last video that I did, I said that I was about to go to the doctor in 2 days. So obviously that's happened between now and then. This doctor's office was better because, you know, I was having trouble with my doctor's office, with the office staff just being terrible. But I have this doctor that I really don't like. They have like 4 or 5 doctors at this practice, and there's one that I really hate. I'm sorry to say that I just hate him. He's like, not as a person, but like as a doctor, he's terrible, terrible. Does not communicate, really condescending, and just does like, I feel like I can never ask him questions because he's always like, this, and then he's out the door. Like, he just doesn't ask you if you have any questions, nothing. He's just a terrible communicator. So, but I've been having to see him. This is my 4th time seeing him. And because he's always available. Surprise, surprise. But I had to go see him this time, and he told me, like, I got to listen to the baby's heartbeat, which he said was fine, and that she was moving around a lot, so she's really active, which I already knew. But for me, he said that, he like pointed to the chart, and he said this is exactly what he did. He like points to the chart, and he doesn't even tell me what we're looking at. He just points to these numbers on the chart, and he's like, yeah. And then he said, excuse my language, but he said, hell no. Like, who? Like, first of all, why would you add, like, he said it with attitude to me too. Like, and the numbers he was pointing at was my weight. So he was saying that I was too fat, basically, for the stage that I was at. Now, I don't know, because, like I said, he's a terrible communicator, so I don't know if he was concerned with the weight gain since the last appointment or with the overall weight gain, because as of then, when I was there at the doctor, I had only gained about 20 pounds, 20 pounds since becoming pregnant, which is a good amount. I mean, it is a little fast because I was just in the middle of my second trimester. And since the last appointment, I had gained 9 pounds. So that, to me, is more alarming, I would guess, for a doctor than the overall amount of weight gain. But he just made me feel like a terrible person, basically. He just was like, oh, hell no, this is too much. If you gain this much every time, it's going to be terrible. And he, like, was telling me that he said I need to watch my carbs, which is fine, except for, how do you know that's how I even gained weight in the first place? Like, what... Like, how do you know it's eating? Maybe the baby's just big. Like, he just, like, went about, like, I understand that the doctors need to tell you if you're getting overweight, especially if you're pregnant, because it could have bad effects on the baby. But he was so rude about it. And, like, did not have any cares in the world about me. And so I went home, and I was just feeling terrible. Like, and then I started counting my calories for the next couple weeks, and I still kind of am. I've relaxed on it a little bit because I realized how kind of ridiculous that is, but I do weigh myself every single day now. It's something I think about every day, and I haven't gained a single pound since then, which I don't know if that's good or bad, because according to him, he said that that's the weight I should be at the end of my pregnancy, so I guess it's a good thing. So I'm really ticked off with my doctors, and like, it's kind of too far to change them, I feel like, but then I feel like, oh, is it really too far to change them? Because, I don't know. I really want to give birth in this certain hospital that they deliver in, though, because it's a really good hospital. The doctors just suck, so, but that's what I've been dealing with, is just my weight and just feeling terrible about my weight and how I can't eat certain things, and that's been the biggest thing for me. Now, the next appointment that I have is on April 11th, and I will be doing, unfortunately, I had to see the same male doctor. He's the only male doctor there. I had to go see him because I'm doing the glucose test, where you have to drink the little drink, sugary drink, and then they take your blood, and it has to be done in the morning because you have to fast for like 8 hours beforehand, and he was the only one that was available in the morning. So I had to see him again. So that'll be fun. But after that, they said I could see whoever I wanted. So that's what I get to do next time. So, and then other more exciting things that I've been doing since the last time I filmed, we have been getting together the baby room. We put up the crib, we got some decorations. I think we have all the decorations except for one thing we haven't ordered yet. We got all the decorations sorted out. We just haven't purchased the one thing yet, but after that, we're gonna get it all set up. And then I can show you guys a tour of the room. But I also finished organizing, well, almost finished, it's close to being done, her entire closet with all of her clothes and shoes and blankets and things. It's all organized, kind of. I still need to organize it by size, but I've hung up all the clothes and everything. They're all in hangers in there. They're just not organized according to size just yet. But it looks really nice, and I'm super excited. I'm getting so much more excited. We've also been working on my baby shower. Now, I'm not actually working on it. My mom and then some of my other family members are doing it, but I did do the invitations, since that's kind of what I do as my job. I'm like a graphic designer, so I designed the invitations and printed them out because I had a gift card. So I was kind of helping address them, and plus, you know, like, they needed my help to come up with people to invite. So that's what I had been working on, and we just got those sent out today at church. My mom passed a bunch of them out. So we've been doing that. My baby shower will be on April 30th, and I'm super excited for that. And I think that's about it for this update. It's not an entirely exciting update, but hopefully the next time at 28 weeks in my next video, I'll be in my 3rd trimester. And so we should start to see some more interesting things happening, and hopefully we'll have more, I'll have more things to show you, like in other videos, like maybe another baby haul or a baby room tour. Now, without further ado, I'm going to show you my belly at 20 6 weeks. Okay, so this is my belly. Now I'm wearing this maternity dress, so it's kind of hard to see, but obviously here's where the top of my belly is, and then down here where I'm holding is the bottom. So you can kind of see she looks pretty similar in size, I think, to the 24-week bump that I showed you. Maybe not, maybe she looks bigger. Belly button still protrudes out like a ton, as you can tell. I think she's changing, like my belly's changing in shape, not so much in girth, but just like in shape, because before it was kind of wide and now it's kind of more of a pronounced like round circle that just sits out, if that makes sense. This is the bump. Say hi, Winnie. Maybe she'll kick for you. Probably not. She usually doesn't kick during this time. She has very pronounced times that she kicks. So that is it for this 26-week update. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below with any questions and or comments that you have, and I will see you in my 28-week update. Bye!